everyone, and welcome to today's video. This is an A2 level reading video, and we're going to be talking about traveling in Montreal, Canada. So Quebec. Quebec is a province in Canada. Here's a picture of rural Quebec, the Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City, Montreal, and the village of Tadoussac. And Montreal is a large city in Quebec. It says read the statements about Montreal, and one statement is false. Can you guess which one? 80% of the people living in Montreal speak French at home. Montreal is the capital city of Canada. The city of Montreal is on an island in the St. Lawrence and Ottawa rivers. The city of Montreal was called Ville Marie until 1705, and Montreal hosted the 1976 Olympic Games. So we'll take a look to see the answer. B is the one that is false. Montreal is not the capital city of Canada. It's Ottawa is the capital of Canada. All right, more than 10 billion people visit Montreal every year. And what are some of the things that they come to see? So you can take a look at these pictures, see if you know the names of any of these things. So A, that's the Montreal Botanical Garden. This is the Montreal Biosphere. It also has a biodome, Mount Royal Park, and a historic or old building. Winter in Montreal. So Montreal has a long, cold, and snowy winter. So what's winter like where you live? Does it snow? And how do you think people get around in Montreal during the winter? All right, one of the sentences in the text, one of the sentences below is in the text that we're going to read, and see if you can guess which one and how do you know. It might sound strange, but if you come here in winter, you might not want to go outside. Montreal is the largest city in North America, and there are more people here than in Los Angeles. No one speaks English here, so you should learn a few words of French. So what do you think? Take a guess on which sentence you think would um, appear in the text. All right, so here are some vocabulary words. To get around is to move from place to place. Access is entrance to a place. A walkway is a passage or path for walking along, and an elevator or lift. All right, you can read pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. What should you visit in Montreal, Canada? Montreal is a large city. About 4 million people live in and around Montreal. You can talk to people in French or English. Each year, many tourists visit Montreal. When you come here, the best way to get around is by using the metro. You can stay at a hotel that has metro access under it. You can take the elevator in your hotel down to the subway. With the metro, you can go anywhere in the city. You don't have to go outside. It might sound strange, but if you come here in winter, you might not want to go outside. Montreal isn't cold in winter, it's freezing. By the way, there are 20 miles or 32 kilometers of underground walkways in Montreal. All right, according to the text, which statement is probably not true? Most people are bilingual in French and English. The metro in Montreal is the best way to move around the city. You can only use the metro in winter. It's possible to walk underground between different shops. Well, the one that's probably not true is C. You can use the metro anytime, summer or winter. All right, we have a few more vocabulary words. Connect with means to join or bring together. To name a few means there are more examples. Hop on, get on a mode of transportation like a bus, train, bike, etc. And in the shape of something, it looks like something. Again, pause the video and read on your own or follow along as I read. Come for the shopping. The metro connects with the underground shopping mall. There are chocolate shops, shoe stores, clothing stores, and toy stores, to name a few. You can eat fast food like burgers or sit down at a table for a meal. When you finish, just hop on the subway to visit a special kind of zoo. See the indoor zoo. The zoo has many kinds of animals, plants, and birds. The name of the zoo is the Biodome, and it opened in 1992. It is inside a large glass building that is in the shape of half a ball. It's one big room. You can walk around and see otters, sloths, monkeys, butterflies, and lots of other kinds of animals. You could spend a whole day there. All right, so now which words does the author use to describe the shape of the biodome? What synonym does the author use for store? Which word has the same meaning as metro? And what verb does the author use to say get on a bus or train? So again, take a few moments to think about your answers and then restart when you're ready to check. All right, so the words that they use to describe the biodome is half a ball or half a ball. The synonym for store is shop. Subway has the same meaning as metro. And hop on is another way to say get on. All right, a few more vocabulary words. Whole means all of or entire. Amusement park is a park for entertainment and having fun. Speed, the rate at which something moves. Again, you can pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. Amuse yourself at La Ronde. In the summer, the whole family can enjoy La Ronde, Montreal's famous amusement park. The roller coasters are very tall. You can ride the roller coaster Goliath. It goes up 175 feet or 53 meters, and you reach a speed of 68 miles per hour or 109 kilometers per hour. Of course, there are other rides at La Ronde, and it's a great place to visit as a family. There are shows, rides, and a lot of food. So, have you ever been to an amusement park? And which ride does the author mention? Well, they talked about the roller coasters. A few more vocabulary words. Realize is to understand clearly. Be founded is to start or begin. Perform is to entertain people, carry out, do singing, dancing, or acting. And then this picture is an example of a horse and carriage. Again, either pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. See some history. Another great place to see is Old Montreal. Many people don't realize how old Montreal is. It was founded in 1642. There are many beautiful buildings, especially near the river. You can get off the metro and into a horse and carriage ride. This is a romantic way to see the city. Take a walk along the St. Lawrence River or watch street artists perform music and shows in the streets. Montreal is a large city with many things for you to explore. I'm sure you will enjoy it. All right, now these are some questions where you can compare your city, the city where you live, with Montreal. When was your city founded? Is it older than Montreal? How do tourists get around in your city? Does your city have a river, and what is it called? And can you see people performing in the streets of your city? And if so, what do they do? All right, so now you want to make a short summary using the language that you used in that we learned in the lesson um, to talk about what tourists can do in Montreal. Say something about the city. What is your first idea? What do people do there? Second idea, what do people do there? Third idea, what do people do there? And how can more tourists move between these places? You should write this as a speech that you would give for about 1 minute. And so you might try even recording yourself or timing yourself after you've written the presentation. Now that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I will hope to see you next time. If you have any comments or any questions, leave those for me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.